Good morning, students. I hope you all are well by the grace of the Almighty Allah. I believe that you are obeying the rules and regulations being enforced by the law enforcing agencies, by the government and the ministries. It's a critical time now. Don't go outside. Stay at home. Stay safe. Save yourself and keep others safe. I think you are not wasting your valuable time keeping yourself idle at home. I believe you are visiting the website of Rajputana Model College now and then and reviewing the lectures your teachers are uploading every day. So keep visiting the website and watch the lectures given by your teachers. And if there is any homework given in the video lectures, you should also do the homework. Your subject teachers will take those homeworks when the classes resume. You should also watch Sanshad television classes and do the homework of those classes too. Today, I'm with a new lecture on capitalization. This time I am using the resources from McGraw-Hill's publication. I think you will be benefited with the resources I'm using here. So why wait? Let's start. Okay, let us begin with the rules of capitalization first. So whenever we are writing any sentence, we begin the sentence with a capital letter. So the first rule is for that you should capitalize the first word in a sentence. For example, managing time reduces stress. Here in the sentence, the first word, managing, has a capitalized M. So we should also capitalize any proper noun that comes in between the lines, in between the sentences, whether it is at the beginning, middle, or ending. We should always capitalize proper nouns. So proper nouns are nouns related to the names, specific names of persons, place, or objects. Not any common name for that. So we do not normally capitalize any common nouns. For example, the Benbow Inn is in California. Yeah, the Benbow Inn is the name of a hotel and it's in capitalized form. Again, the word California is the specific name of a place in the United States of America. So it's also in capital letter C. So let's talk about Bangladesh. So the word Bangladesh itself is a proper noun, so it should be capitalized. Let's talk about me. My name, Imran, is a proper noun, so E should be capitalized. Your names, your father's name, your mother's name, your relative's name, all the names that you find, specific names, you should capitalize them. And capitalize the names of nicknames or specific persons, like if you have any nickname. I'm uploading this lecture for the students of class 7. Let me talk about a student in the class I am at RUMC 7B. There is a student like Sumaya, Joseifa. So we can call that this Sumu is the nickname of Sumaya. So this nickname should also be capitalized, the first letter of the nickname. always capitalize the pronoun I. So the pronoun I, which itself is a word giving the Bengali meaning ami, should always be capitalized. Wherever they appear, at the beginning, middle, or end, wherever they are, it should be capitalized. But any other pronoun like he, him, his, her, or them, or they, these pronouns should not be capitalized. We should also capitalize specific names of geographical locations, but not any general name of them. Say like the specific geographical locations we are in, or the Rajakutra Model College is in Uttara. So U of Uttara should be capitalized. If you are living in Dhaka, the first letter D of Dhaka should be capitalized. So specific geographical location should be capitalized. Here in the example, Kansas City is the specific location. So it's been capitalized, K and city. And but the word mountains has not been capitalized, as it is not any specific geographical location, rather it's in general. Whereas the word Colorado is a place in the USA, so the C has also been capitalized to mean a specific place. We should also capitalize informal institutions, substitutions for proper nouns, and shortened versions of proper nouns. These substitutions are often referred to as imaginative names and nicknames. So like the Oval Office or the Air Force One or the Mother Nature or a Big Mac. Again, the Big Brother to mean intrusive big government. The Beltway, which is the nickname of Washington, D.C. The Big Apple, which is the nickname of New York City. The City of Angels, which is the nickname of Los Angeles. We can talk about our country, Dhaka, which is the which has the nickname or another name, Jahangirnagar. So J of Jahangirnagar should be capitalized. You know that Sylhet is known as Srihotto, so this S of Srihotto should also be capitalized. You can say Dhaka is also known as the city of mosque. So C of city and M of mosque should also be capitalized in this substitutions. Now we should also capitalize adjectives formed from proper nouns. However, we should be careful in this case that some adjectives formed from proper nouns are too commonly used to capitalize. So they are almost common to us. They are almost considered to be common nouns and related to the adjectives of common nouns. For example, we talk about Italian leather. So I of Italian should be capitalized. But French fries has been used so many times that it has almost become a common noun. Again, Greek food. So G of Greek food should be capitalized, food from Greek. But Manila has been used so many times that it has become almost common to us, to the world people. In Australian, A of Australian should be capitalized, whereas A of Arabic numbers, it has been commonly used and considered like common to all of the people and not capitalized. We should capitalize companies, institutions, and clubs, the names for these first. So we should not capitalize articles, conjunctions, or prepositions in the title or in the name of companies, institutions, and clubs. For example, let us talk about a title that you're writing. So maybe you are writing a composition on the natural beauty of Bangladesh. So if this is the title of your composition, then the preposition of, so the word letter O should not be capitalized here, as it is a preposition. And these conjunctions, articles, or prepositions, the first letter are capitalized only if they have 4 or more letters in it in the names of titles or companies or institutions or clubs. For example, the Valley of the Mooncap. Here, O of the word preposition of has not been capitalized because it is constituted of only 2 letters. Again, in the example in at the tides, here at, A of at has not been capitalized because it is a preposition and it is constituted of only 2 letters. So do not capitalize words such as company, club, institution, or organization when used in general sense. When these are used generally, they are not capitalized. For example, we are using company, employees. So talk about teachers, English teachers, or chemistry teachers. So in these cases, our teacher is used in general sense. So these words should not be capitalized. So in the example I'm showing, company is not the name of the company, rather it is in general sense. Again, the word club is not the name of a club, rather it's in general sense. So these are not capitalized. Or here, the mission of the college or the motto of the college in this construction, the word college is not specific, is not proper, rather it is in general sense. So the C of college has not been capitalized. Talking about departments, committees, and divisions, we should capitalize the specific names of these. Say like the departments, the committees, the project teams, or divisions within the organization with which the writer is associated. For example, the human resources department, the full part, this full part is the name of the department of the government body of any bank or any other organization. So the human resource department, this full part is the proper name of the department. So as this is the proper name, the beginning letters are capitalized. So do not capitalize the names of departments, committees, project teams, or divisions if words other than the appear before them, or if the names are not precise. For example, in call someone in their accounting department about your refund. Here, accounting department has not been used specifically. Had it been used specifically, then there would have been the article the at the beginning of the letter of the word accounting. So this accounting department is in general sense. So A of accounting and D of department have not been capitalized because of their general meaning, general sense. Let us talk about government units being capitalized. So when we are using the official name, not unofficial, official name of foreign, national, state, and local government units, we normally capitalize the beginning letter. So the Republic of Ireland or the National Park Service, let's talk about our country. So the official name of our country is People's Republic of Bangladesh. So we should capitalize P of People's, R of Republic, and B of Bangladesh. So why aren't we capitalizing the O of the preposition of, as I have already shown you in this lecture? So prepositions constituted of letters less than or fewer than 4 are not used with capitalized letters. So prepositions, articles, and conjunctions follow that rule. We should capitalize the names of agencies, divisions, departments, offices, commissions, and boards. So these are considered proper nouns and names of organizations, agencies, or divisions. So the first letters are capitalized. For example, the Cultural Heritage Board. So capitalize C, H, and B. If there is any short form of any government units, then we also capitalize the short form. For example, the Parliament House is commonly known as the House. So these A's should be capitalized. Or the Congress, C should be capitalized. Or the Commons, meaning the House of Commons, the C should be capitalized. Or the Lords, meaning the House of Lords, the L of Lords should be capitalized. While we are writing any title of anything, then we should consider some points that belong to social, professional, religious, academic, political, or military title. If these titles precedes the name, if the titles precedes the name, if the titles are used before the name, then the titles are capitalized. For example, let us talk about our teacher, Mr. Mozammel Hossain. So he is an assistant professor. So to write his name with the title, we should write assistant professor, then comma, Mozammel Hossain. So this A of assistant should be capitalized. P of professor should be capitalized. So when that title precedes any name, the name that belongs to the title, then the first letter of the title is capitalized. If you are writing my name in any assignment I give you, then you should write the designation I have, the title I have, which is lecturer. So you should capitalize the first letter of my designation. L should be capitalized in this case. So L of lecturer in English should be capitalized. And English, you know, it is commonly capitalized E. We should also capitalize a title that follows the name of a high-ranking foreign, national, or state government official. So capitalize a title used to substitute for the complete name. So in place of the complete name of a high-ranking government official. For example, George W. Bush, President of the United States. So the title President P is capitalized here. Again, Thomas Vilsack, Governor of Iowa, this Governor G is capitalized. If you are talking about the Prime Minister of Bangladesh, then the P should be capitalized. If you are talking about the chairman of your union council, then the C of chairman should be capitalized. Then let us talk about our college, Rajkutara Model College. So the principal, P should be capitalized. So any name, if has any unitary position, say like unique possession, so there is no other person that has the same possession in the same organization or same division, then that unique possession is the first letter is capitalized, like the principal, the president, the vice chancellor, or the headmaster, or the chairman, or the mayor. So the first letters of this unique possessions are capitalized. So do not capitalize the title of a company, institution, or association official that follows a name or that is used as a substitute for a complete name unless practice or tradition indicates to the contrary. For example, Robin Matthews, president of Evergreen Nursery. Here, Evergreen Nursery may be a nursery that is not something unique, that is not something famous, that is not something related to the government bodies. So it is in general sense. So in general sense, the president, P of president cannot be capitalized. So this is not something famous, renowned, well-known, or specific. So there can be many more such nurseries. So many more presidents like that. So this P should not be capitalized. Do not capitalize occupational titles used in a general way. Say like you are talking about me, Imran Hussain, lecturer. So you are talking the sentence, you are saying the sentence, he is a lecturer in English. This L of lecturer should not be capitalized because you are using lecturer, the word lecturer in general sense, not any specific way. So this L should not be capitalized. Whenever you are writing it specifically, so Mr. Imran Hussain, comma, lecturer. So in that case, you should also use the lowercase letter because you are also using general category of writing. Capitalize the title used as a substitute for a complete name in a direct address. So you are addressing somebody by the name of that person. So you are not using the name, but the title instead of the name. So the title represents the name. So in that sense, the title is also a proper noun and capitalized. We should capitalize the first letter of that title. So like the example, when will you vote on the bill? Senator, this senator represents the person who holds that senatorial position. So S is capitalized. So you can say a journalist is asking the mayor of Dhaka city north. So hello mayor. So this M should be capitalized. So what is your plan for corona outbreak? So you are asking, hello mayor, this M is capitalized here. It is a unique possession, and it is also representing the name, the person as of a specific organizational body. So capitalize a title used in a place of a name in minutes or bylaws. Say like the president called the meeting to order. So this is the president here indicates the government body. So the P should be capitalized. While talking about family titles, we should capitalize the title of a family member when it is used by itself or when it is used in direct address. Say like you are asking your mom, you are talking to your mom and saying the sentence, I will not be home for dinner tonight, mom. This mom, M, should be capitalized because you are specifically addressing your mother. But if it is not an address, then this M should be used in a lowercase letter. For example, a sentence can be constructed in this way. I went to my mom and said something. This mom is not an address. And it should be written with lowercase m. You should also capitalize the title of a family member when it precedes a name. So if the title precedes the name, say like you are talking with your aunt Julia. So you're saying this sentence, I write to work with Aunt Julia. If you should have said, I write to work with Aunt, or you should have said, I write to work with Julia. As you are joining Aunt and Julia together, you should add, you should write the A with a capitalized letter. So you are joining the name Julia preceding the title. So the rule indicates, so if a title precedes the proper noun, then the title is capitalized with the first letter. So while talking about publications, we should capitalize the first letters of all the words in with 4 or more letters in the title of a book, magazine, or newspaper. So whether the words have prepositions, conjunctions, or articles, counting letters 4 is to be maintained. So we should also, in publications, we should also underscore the titles or write in italics. We should not capitalize articles, conjunctions, or prepositions having fewer than 4 letters. So, for example, travel and leisure. Here, the word and is a conjunction having letters fewer than 4. So, this A has not been capitalized, whereas travel and leisure both have been, a T and L have been capitalized. So, in place of, in the time of publication, so these are considered to be titles. We should follow this. Again, we should capitalize the first letters of all the main words in works such as chapters, in books, magazine articles, plays, musical productions, movies, documentaries, speeches, radio and television programs, and poems. So we should always capitalize the first letters in these cases. We should place quotation marks around these titles in general writing. We should not capitalize articles, conjunctions, or prepositions with fewer than 4 letters unless they are the first or last words in the title. For example, the date of a salesman is the name of a play. So here, it's related to publication. So the first letter of O is not capitalized because of is a preposition. So, and it is constituted of only 2 letters. And other letters have been capitalized on except the article A. So you know articles should always be written with lowercase letter in publications if they appear in the middle or end. While talking about events and holidays, we should capitalize the names of historical and current events, holidays, and special events. For example, Vietnam War, or Thanksgiving, or Labor Day, or Leukemia Curathon. So talk about Bangladesh events. 26 March is the Independence Day. So we should capitalize the I of Independence and D of Day. 16th December is our Victory Day. So we should capitalize the V of Victory and D of Day. While talking about acts, bills, and laws, we should capitalize specific titles of laws, acts, codes, and amendments. For example, Child Safety Law 102. So all the first letters have been capitalized. Family and Medical Leave Act. So all the first letters except A of and have been capitalized. A of and has not been capitalized because it's a conjunction and you know it has letters fewer than 4. Do not capitalize general names of laws, acts, or codes and amendments. Say like the animal control regulations. So this has been used in general sense. So A of animal has not been capitalized, C of control has not been capitalized. And similarly, R has not also been capitalized. While talking about academic degrees, we should capitalize a specific academic degree that follows a person's name. For example, Jane Reynolds, PhD, teaches time management. So if you talk about the principal of Rajakuttara Model College, his name is Brigadier General Kazi Shaukat Alam, NDC, PSC. So this NDC, PSC should be written in capital letters or uppercase letters because these are academic degrees. We should not capitalize academic degrees used in a general way. For example, she received her associate's degree from Pikes Peak Community College. So this associate's degree is not written with capitalized first letter because it has been used in general sense. To speak about language, we should always capitalize the first name of any language. So we are speaking English now, so this E should be capitalized. If you speak Danish, this D should be capitalized. Or if someone is Swedish, someone can speak Swedish, he should capitalize the S of Swedish. While talking about education levels, subjects and courses, we should capitalize a specific education course title. For example, a specific course is Office Communications 202. So the course titles has been written in capital letters O and C. We should not capitalize the general name. For example, measuring in computer applications. So here, computer applications have been used in general way and have not started with capital C and A. To talk about ethnic designations, we should capitalize the names of nationalities, ethnic groups, or races. For example, Native Americans, or in our country, you can talk about the Chakmas, the Mormons. We should write the first letters capital. To give any reference to religious groups, specific religious groups, religious days and books, names of churches, or any adjectives formed from religious terms, we should capitalize. Say like Judaism, or Christians, or Easter, or Quran. I apologize for having written Quran with K. It should have been Q. Days, months, and seasons are capitalized. For example, Monday, September, or January, or winter. We should not capitalize the name of a season unless it is listed with a specific year or is included in the specific name of an event. For example, summer sales. So these summer sales have been used in common sense, general sense, or not in a specific sense. So each and every year there can be summer. So there can be many more summers, years after years. So summer sales may apply to nothing specific. But if you talk about anything specifically, we should capitalize the first letter like autumn festival, so specific festival that occur in only autumn. But summer sales, to talk about summer sales, the sales are not in the only season of summer. Sales are always going on. So summer sales has only been used to mention that it is a sale in summer. It has not been specified. To talk about time periods, we should not capitalize the time periods, decades, or centuries used in a general way. For example, the first quarter earnings or the last century. So these are time quarters, yeah, not in a specific sense. We should not capitalize AM or PM or general times of the day, like 9 a.m. or noon or evening or afternoon. So these are not to be capitalized. To talk about compass directions, we should capitalize the directions when they designate specific regions of the country. For example, the Far East or the Northern Ireland. So these indicate specific geographical locations. But capitalize derivatives of specific regions, like Southerners, Westerners. We should not capitalize general compass points or directions like Northern or East or West. We should capitalize compass points that are part of a street name. For example, 250 South Eastman Lane or 312 Swan Drive Southeast. So these are to be capitalized. To talk about abbreviations, we should capitalize an abbreviation representing a proper noun. So say like UPS means United Parcel Service. So this is a proper noun. Then AFLAC, American Family Life Assurance Company. Or let us talk about the abbreviation commonly used in our country. Say like IBBL, Islami Bank Bangladesh Limited. So IBBL should be written in capitalized letter. So as Islami Bank Bangladesh Limited, the whole name is a proper noun. Say like you are talking about another bank, which is Dutch Bangla Bank Limited, for which the shortened form is DBBL. So this DBBL should be written in capitalized letters because Dutch Bangla Bank Limited is a proper name, proper noun. We should also capitalize some shortened forms of common nouns like Certified Public Accountant, CPA, or PC, Personal Computer, or CEO, Chief Executive Officer. We should write nouns in capital letters when they precede a letter or a number. For example, volume 5 or highway 126. Or while using the Google map, you have seen N5 road. So this N is in capital. We should not capitalize the first letters of the words line, paragraph, page, size, and verse when they precede a number. For example, page 3, this P has not been capitalized. So paragraph 4, P should not be capitalized. So this is not in the title. So this is only in line, paragraph, page, size, or verse. So while writing about the Quranic reference, we can write verse 16. So this V should not be capitalized. To write trademarks, brand names, and product names, we should capitalize the first letters. For example, a Maytag or Kleenex or a BSTI, I don't know that. So we do not capitalize the type of product. For example, appliances, tissues. We should capitalize the first word of a direct quotation. That is a complete sentence. So this is a direct quotation, and we are capitalizing the first letter, W of we. We do not capitalize the first word of a quotation that cannot stand as a complete sentence, like freelance. So this freelance is not a complete sentence. So this F has not been capitalized. Again, another point is to be noted that we use a comma before direct quotation if the quotation stands for itself. So here is a comma, but here is no comma, as this expression cannot be considered as a full sentence. We should not capitalize the first word of the second part of an interrupted quotation. Wasted time, Elaine said, helps you reduce tension. So this beginning part and this ending part together makes a single sentence. So the age of the ending part has not been capitalized because this is part of the previous one in which the W has been capitalized. In that case, we use a comma here and again a comma here. So we capitalize the first word following a colon if two or more complete sentences are involved. Say like consider these ideas for overcoming procrastination, colon, then a capital S. So considering the second one, a full sentence, complete sentence. Say like set a deadline and stick with it. We do not capitalize the first word of material following a colon if it is not a complete sense. See the example here. So internal and external. This internal and external is not a complete sentence. So this I has not been capitalized. Capitalize the first word of a sentence that follows a colon if the sentence states a formal rule or regulation or needs emphasis. For example, remember, do priority tasks first. So this is a complete sense. Again, this is a rule. So this needs emphasis, importance, or significance. So this D has been capitalized. We do not capitalize the first word of a sentence that follows a colon if the sentence simply expands or completes the first part of the sentence. For example, here, she wanted to complete the report. Here, this she wanted to complete the report is a full sentence, but we have not used capital S here because this is an explanation of the previous one. So Michelle had one major goal for the day. So what is the goal? This is the goal. So this is a kind of explanation or elaboration of the previous one. So this S has not been capitalized, although this one is a full sentence. So you have learned all about capitalization while writing. Thank you for having patience for this long time. I wish you will find this video important for your exam, for your life. Allah Hafiz. Goodbye.